Now you're in for a bit of a treat. I absolutely love this raid in terms of the structure. What we've got here is a GolemLavaLoon. He's only running 2 lavas and running a lot more loons, so he gives himself a bit more firepower. But just have a look at the structure of this raid. It's absolutely sweet, sweet raid. The reason why he's running more loons is because he's using the loons as a lure for his main raid. He's still got actually no, he's got a 3rd lava in the CC, of course. But for his main raid, he's running about 18 loons. So 18 loons, 3 lavas, pretty standard structure for this type of raid. Anyway, let's have a look how he does it. So the first thing he does is, he does what I call a pretty aggressive lure. So he tries to take out a fair bit of defense in the lure. So some people, you can just drop 2 loons and this type of thing, but a really aggressive lure, he's getting some value out of the 6 or so loons that he dropped. He dropped 5 loons, and so you can see he's taken out 3 defenses with that and got the troops out. So he gets value out of those lure troops, whereas often you end up dropping troops that don't kill much. So he'll do a standard balloon group the archers. He grouped them really well there. Balloon drop over it. Drop some barbs out to draw the archers and kill all the skeletons, and dropped some minions to kill the witch. It's a very, very fast CC kill. A great sort of if you're going for 3 stars. Now he's dropped his golem and his heroes to come through here, but what's brilliant about this attack is what he does in a second. So he's attacking this air defense, and so what he's doing, and so this is, I showed this on one of my raids earlier, is if you want to avoid the clock, what you do is you drop your air raid immediately after your GolemLavaLoon's going for the queen and the air defense, and that way the clock's now taken out of the equation. Because you're doing them in parallel, you're not going to run into clock issues. But the other really great advantage about this is what happens next. So again, weak freeze defense, you'll see that's why he hasn't taken out those air defenses. There was the AD next to Inferno, so they've both been frozen. And so his heroes are coming here, and you can see the Infernos have been taken out before they could really kill his king and his heroes. And so what's happened is the airs come through and effectively protected his queen, and his queen's almost undamaged because as well as taking the clock out of the equation, by having your air come through first, you can actually protect your queen, and sometimes your queen and your king, so they can help in the base cleanup. That's a really great strategy if you're time pressed, but I love it because you're actually getting a lot more values from your heroes out of a GolemLavaLoon than just drop your golem, drop your heroes, kill the queen and the air defense, and then they're dead. With this approach of simultaneous air attack, you can actually keep your heroes, or at least keep your queen, which is your real killer, and use her for the cleanup in the attack, and it gives you a lot more chance of a 3-star. Absolutely brilliant raid. Love it, JZ. Great attack.